Welcome to Thai Nguyen News. Now today's headlines. Deputy Secretary of Thai Nguyen Provincial Party Committee checks the progress of Hanoi-Thai Nguyen Freeway project. Summarizing the festival, our team's Trumpet Sound Children's Art Exhibition. Thai Nguyen businesses on the removal of difficulties. On July the 7th, Mr. Nguyen, Deputy Secretary of the Thai Nguyen Provincial Party Committee, checked the progress of the entire route of Hanoi-Thai Nguyen Highway to ensure the traffic engineering on time.
To date, Hanoi-Thai Nguyen Highway project through the territory of Thai Nguyen Province, which has a total length of 29.3 kilometers, has completed 98% of its workload by the contractor. In particular, 100% of the main road system was completed. Currently, the remaining work items are being rushed to finish on schedule. The Deputy Secretary of Thai Nguyen Provincial Party Committee praised a spirit of high responsiveness of the contractor on speeding up the execution of the works and ensuring design quality. To ensure the traffic conditions for the traffic engineering, next weekend Mr. Nguyen requires contractors and direct construction unit local authorities to focus on their forces and machineries to accelerate the construction of the remaining nodes of items in order to ensure the traffic engineering on Hanoi-Thai Nguyen Highway to come to full operation on time.
On July the 9th, the closing ceremony of the festival, our team's Trumpet Sound Children's Art Exhibition in the Northern region was held at the Children's Cultural Hall in Thai Nguyen to assess the organization and quality of the festival and reward outstanding teams. The festival attracted the participation of 26 delegations in the northern provinces with nearly 1,000 children who performed worthy repertoires as identified by the judges. Although the festival, our team's Trumpet Sound Children's Art Exhibition lasted only for 2 days, July the 8th and the 9th, it has become a venue for children from distinct locations to exchange information, share experience, and enhance solidarity among these children from the northern region. In order to motivate, encourage, and acknowledge the efforts of the units which were involved in the festival, the organizing board awarded many prizes and certificates of merit to the participating delegations. In particular, the Children's Cultural Group of Thai Nguyen City was one of the units that won many awards like the best units in the festival. The unit with the member achieving the outstanding awards in the art exhibition, the unit with an excellent team leader. At the summarizing ceremony of the festival, Thai Nguyen City's leader also offered certificates of merit and rewards to 26 delegations. Pleural endoscopy with a flexible tube is a modern advanced technique. The Ministry of Health says it is a type 1 skill, safe and effective in the diagnosis and treatment of the pleural diseases. Thai Nguyen Tuberculosis and Lung Diseases Hospital was the first provincial hospital in the northern mountainous region to apply this technique.
This method helps doctors observe and evaluate the pleural lesions so that they can do biopsies on the edge lips of the pleura and some other organs to help diagnose pleural diseases and determine the development periods of lung cancer. In addition, this method can also be used to treat a number of benign as well as malignant pleural juice effusions and recurrent pleural air effusion. Prior to applying this method, Thai Nguyen Tuberculosis and Lung Diseases Hospital has sent 2 doctors and 6 nurses to gain experiences from a number of hospitals in the country. Simultaneously, a nearly 3 billion Vietnam dong system equipped with the latest technology from Japan was installed at the hospital. With its strong points beside the method with a hard tube, the pleural endoscopic method with a flexible tube applied by the hospital will help diagnose and treat pleural diseases better and more effectively, shortening patients' stay in hospital.
On July the 10th, nearly 600,000 candidates who took the second university and college entrance exam finished their last examination on chemistry for modules B and literacy for modules C, D, H, N, M, and R. According to the initial evaluation, the tests given for the second university and college entrance exam for modules B, C, and D are of high content. The admission boards of all the universities and colleges strictly complied with the exam regulations. For this exam, 199 candidates and 3 supervisors involved in recruitment violations units make sure that the requirements are followed accordingly. In Nguyen, over 24,000 candidates participated in the exam, giving an equivalent of 77.51% of the total number of registered candidates. Unfortunately, 66 candidates are ordered out of the exam. 8 candidates are suspended and 1 supervisor is warned. Thus, along with the country, Nguyen completed the organization of the university and college entrance exam in 2013 with commendation from the Ministry of Education and Training. The third university and college entrance exam in 2013 will be on July the 15th and the 16th for the college system. The colleges will have an exam for modules A, A1, B, C, and D. The most important point in the amended and supplemented tax law that Congress has just approved is that the rate of corporate income tax (CIT) will generally decrease from 25% to 23%. As planned, the tax rate will be 22% for the period 2014-2015 and 20% in 2016. Thus, the reduction of corporate income tax rate appears to be good signals for businesses in the difficult context of economy. In particular, this is regarded as a practical support for business community in Nguyen, where small and medium-scale enterprises account for 70% of the total businesses.
According to calculations by the Nguyen Tax Department, 70% of enterprises, which are equivalent to more than 2,000 small and medium-scale businesses, will enjoy incentives from the amended and supplemented tax law. The small and medium-scale businesses, which maintain less than 200 full-time employees with annual revenues of no more than 20 billion Vietnam dong for 2 consecutive years, will be entitled to enjoy 20% in the rate of corporate income tax within 2 years since implementation's time. Thus, from now to the end of 2013 alone, the total value of tax reduction for business across the province is 5 billion Vietnam dong. For a community of small and medium enterprises, this is considered a practical support, especially in the context of the current difficulties.
Tại thời điểm hiện nay, nhà nước giảm từ
I think at this time the approval of the corporate income tax reduction by the state can be seen as a major impact on investment and reproduction of the enterprises. It's a policy supported by all businesses, not just for the small and medium enterprises. The meaning of the amended and supplemented tax law application has been performed also quite clearly in many large-scale enterprises. The company's revenue by 2015 is expected to get 15 billion Vietnam dong. We will spend the tax deduction on employees' further year-end bonus. As talking to the leader of Nguyen Tax Department, he said that apart from the central policies, local tax authorities also have specific and practical actions to keep on facilitating businesses.
Ngoài thực hiện theo chính sách pháp luật quy định của nhà nước.
In addition to strictly obeying the provisions of the state, we have implemented reduction in procedures and the time of tax return since the second quarter of this year. At the same time, electronic tax declaration is being conducted to help businesses reduce costs and save time. As can be seen, the businesses are making their own efforts with the support policies from the central to local level to remove difficulties, boosting production. The continuous reduction in corporate income tax rate is regarded as a stepping stone that will support businesses overcome challenges.
That comes to end the program today. Thanks for joining us. Goodbye.